Today, we are diving into the SNX LED strip light. We're going to cut right through all the noise on the spec sheet to really zero in on the critical data you as a professional actually need for your next project, from raw performance all the way to compliance. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we'll get properly introduced to the fixture itself. Then, we'll dig into the numbers that really matter. We're talking performance and durability. After that, we'll explore its smart controls, how simple it is to install, and wrap things up by covering project compliance. All right, first up, let's meet the SNX. The best way to think about this light is as the versatile backbone for a huge, and I mean huge, range of professional lighting applications. So what you're looking at here is this really clean, linear fixture, and it's engineered specifically for those demanding environments. Think commercial aisles, massive distribution centers, retail spaces, even simple utility rooms. Adaptability is really its core strength. Now let's get into the hard data. This is really where the SNX proves its worth, in the performance and durability specs that define just how powerful it is and how long it's going to last. Right off the bat, we are talking about some serious brightness. The SNX can be set up to deliver up to 22,000 lumens. That makes it more than powerful enough for high ceiling applications and any space that just needs a ton of light. But, high brightness is only half the story, right? With a peak efficacy of 176 lumens per watt, this fixture is incredibly efficient. So what does that mean? It means you get all that light without the crazy high energy costs, which is, let's be honest, a huge win for any project's budget. And what about longevity? Well, this number here, this is its L70 rating. It basically tells you how long the LEDs will keep at least 70% of their original brightness. And at 180,000 hours, well, you're looking at years and years of reliable, consistent light with hardly any maintenance. And hey, just a quick refresher here. Efficacy, or lumens per watt, is all about efficiency. The higher that number, the more light you're getting for every single watt of energy you use. It's an absolutely key metric for any modern fixture. Okay, this table breaks that longevity down even more. And what's really interesting is you should notice the lumen maintenance not just at a standard room temp, but also at 40 degrees Celsius and even higher. This proves that even in those hotter industrial environments, the SNX keeps performing exceptionally well over the long haul. And you know what? That durability is absolutely by design. The fixture is built from die-formed cold-rolled steel, and it's rated for a really wide operating range, from a freezing -20 all the way up to a hot 50 degrees Celsius. It is built tough for demanding jobs. So the SNX is powerful and it's tough, but modern lighting also has to be smart. So let's take a look at the built-in intelligence that helps it adapt to its surroundings and, more importantly, drive some pretty significant energy savings. So beyond just being highly efficient, how does it actually get those deeper energy savings that modern codes and clients are always demanding? Well, the answer is all in its integrated control systems. And this is the key. The SNX can come with integrated wavelength sensors. These are basically the brains of the whole operation. They enable all these advanced wireless features like occupancy sensing, so the lights turn off when no one's there, and daylight harvesting, which automatically dims the lights when you've got enough natural sunlight. And you've got two main options here. Wavelengths Light is your go-to for simple, standalone control in smaller areas. It's perfect for meeting energy codes right out of the box. But for those bigger, more complex jobs, Wavelengths Pro gives you a fully scalable network solution that can even integrate with other building management systems. Power and intelligence are great for sure. But a fixture also has to be practical for the person who's actually installing it. So let's look at the design features that make the SNX so easy to work with on a job site. Okay, one of the best features for installers is the toolless channel cover and the captive electrical assembly. What this means is no more fumbling around with tools or dropping tiny screws just to get to the wiring. And look, this isn't just some minor convenience. A toolless design directly translates to faster installation, and that means reduced labor time and real money saved on project costs. It's a simple feature with a really big impact. And the fixture's adaptability doesn't stop there. It also extends to how you mount it. Whether you need to surface mount it, put it on a wall, hang it from a pendant, use a stem, or just a simple chain hanger, the SNX is designed for pretty much any installation scenario you can throw at it. Finally, let's talk about a critical hurdle for any project: compliance. Getting this right is completely non-negotiable for bidding and getting approval, and the SNVX is absolutely designed to meet some very stringent requirements. The SNX is ready for some key standards, and there are options available to comply with domestic preference programs. This is becoming more and more critical, especially for government and infrastructure projects. So here's a quick look at the key certifications. The SNX has options for Build America, Buy America, and the Buy American Act. It also meets California's Title 24 Energy Code, it's CULS listed for damp locations, DLC Premium qualified for rebates, and it's ROHS compliant. Basically, it checks all the critical boxes you need. And just to be super clear, when we say BIBA, we're talking about the standard from the recent Infrastructure Act. It requires that products for federally funded projects have to be manufactured right here in the U.S. Having BIBA-compliant options makes the SNX a really viable choice for these big public works jobs. So to sum it all up, the SNX really delivers a complete package. You get high-end performance, you get optional smart controls, an installer-friendly design, and a super comprehensive list of compliant certifications. It's the whole shebang. And that really brings us to the final question. With all the bases covered, performance, intelligence, and compliance, is the SNX the versatile, reliable backbone that your next lighting project really demands? Based on everything we've seen, it makes a very, very compelling case.